Welcome back, everyone. Eric Preston's back with us today, Auglaize County's administrator, talking about a couple things. First of all, the big 175th is coming up, and I didn't realize it was this close. It's Valentine's Day, right?
Yes, it's right around the corner.
Yeah.
And since we only celebrate it every 25 years usually, we really want to make a big deal.
I think that's a great idea. What you had me as soon as I saw Let Us All Eat Cake on the 14th. Tell us about that.
That's the big kickoff event. So we're encouraging everyone to have cake on the 14th.
Okay.
Because that's the birthday of the county. So we're going to be serving cake at our courthouse starting at 11:30, at our admin building at 11:30. So you can come in, have cake.
Nice.
All the schools have agreed to serve all the students cake.
Excellent.
All the senior living centers are serving cake. So it's really one of the, just a fun kickoff event.
Yeah.
And we're encouraging people, when you're having your cake, if you're going to have your cake at home, take a picture, submit it, and we're going to kind of put together a collage. But yeah, that's going to be our big first event, when one of a lot of them all year.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that, because I think a lot of people think it's just that day, but there are events throughout the year, right?
There are, and right now we're focusing on February because it's the month of the, the birthday of the county. So we have a couple of things coming up. We have a gala at the courthouse on February 18th, which is a pre-purchase ticket requirement, and it's kind of music and dancing and kind of experiencing like a taste of Auglaize County in a little bit different setting. You know, seeing the courthouse with a DJ.
I wonder, the acoustics in there might be pretty good.
It might be fun, so we're looking forward to that. And we're doing a couple of other things, like we have a coin sale, the commemorative coin sale going on. So
I think that's a very nice keepsake. That's going to be pretty cool. So people can order those, or what's the best way to do that?
Yeah, that's through the commissioner's office, so you can order those. And I know they're going fast. I think they're only making 175 of them for the 175th anniversary. So that's something, if you want one, you need to get on it right away.
Yeah. Somebody also brought up too, what if, and we were just joking about this, what if you were a baby born on that anniversary, but there is something special for that child?
There is, we have some partners in the area that first kiddo born, who they can be born here in Allen County, you know, if they're at the Allen County Hospital, as long as they're living in Auglaize County when they return from the hospital, they will get the first baby of the 175th anniversary.
They get a basket. Oh, that's very cool. Have you had to, because I don't know much about the history, a little bit. I mean, you'll see some signs, historical signs around it. Has this kind of forced some of the county folk to, oh, you know what, we better go back and look 175 years ago how this all came about?
It is, and every event that we have planned is going to wrap some of that in. So even the courthouse gala that we have, you know, there's going to be table, you know, pop-up cards that talk about the history of Auglaize County. So kind of an educational piece as well. Yeah,
you guys do nice. The Historical Society does a real nice job of that too. Okay, let's jump to the jail renovation. We talked about this before, but this is fairly extensive, $5 million facelift, right?
Yeah, and so we're not expanding the footprint, but we're renovating what we already have to really target on those areas that we need, right? So it's female, and it's medical, and it's mental health. I mean, those are kind of the three areas that we don't have the right kind of capacity for right now.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people, I know Allen County has talked about this, especially when it comes to medical services, because they've had to take inmates out to different locations and do that kind of thing. And the cost was so prohibited to do that, they did the same thing, kind of, if you can bring some of those medical services in-house, maybe that's the thinking there.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we're looking at. We've got to be efficient in how we run a jail. It's the only 24/7 operation that we have, you know, at the county, and making these changes will hopefully be cost savings in the long run, just like what you're talking about.
Yeah, and you talked about this last time too. The trend in incarceration has changed a little bit, and it was tough for forefathers, even 20, 30 years ago, to think about this, that frankly, there are more females that are being arrested, and a lot of it comes down to the drug problem.
Right, we're seeing, and it's kind of, you know, those, even if it might be repeat offenders, you know, the drug problems and then the probation violations, and we have to have space for them that when the jail was originally built, it wasn't thought about. It wasn't an issue then, and now we're addressing it, so hopefully in the future we won't have this.
Have those issues. You guys have a timetable for when things will happen out there then?
So we've gone out for our request for qualifications. So we did have responses there. So, and now we're kind of going to the next step of proposals of really, and we're going to design build approach, which means, they can do some value engineering and maybe get that cost down with whatever company we're going with. And so really starting that process now and hoping starting construction within the next year. And you know, it all takes time, but it's moving, which is great.
Yeah, that's good. The wheels are in motion. All right, thank you, Eric. I appreciate it. Good seeing you. Doug Medical News coming up next on Noon Edition.